Hey guys, it's Katie at scrappingkatie.ctmh.com, and I am bringing a one-page layout process video showing a layout I'm making for the Heart to Heart Challenge, Say It with Flowers. So I have pulled out the Celebrate Today line from Close to My Heart, and I kind of cheated. The majority of this focal piece, the floral, is not fussy cut. I just kind of cut around the edges to make it look like it is. And then right now I'm just kind of hand picking some different flowers that I am going to fussy cut, and I'm going to use those for layering as well as behind my photo. So that bottom piece at the bottom right, that's the one I was telling you about. The majority of it is not fussy cut. I just kind of picked the edge of a paper that I liked and then fussy cut around the inside of the flowers. This is a photo I'm using of my daughter and my husband and I, and it's actually one of her last photos before she started losing her teeth. So I just love it. She had the prettiest smile. She still does. It's just, you know, snaggle tooth. And so I've been wanting to scrapbook this photo. It's not the greatest photo, but I just love that we're both kissing her and she is just cheesing it up. That top left photo, flower grouping, I really didn't like it because it was from a corner, and so it had two edges, so I just replaced it with another fussy cut piece that fit that corner a little bit better. And so right here, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to fill in all the flowers. I think I have that done, so I'm going to go ahead and matte my photo, and I'm just using some of the Lagoon cardstock that came with the Celebrate Today kit. And so, again, I'm going to try to lay out these flowers. I did want this layout, the bulk of the flowers to be at the bottom right, and then just kind of the rest of the flowers to be used sparingly. So I'm pulling out some elements from the Celebrate Today Workshop Your Way. I've got those clear pieces. I ended up not using them. And then this vellum sheet you can purchase separately. This is the sticker sheet that comes with the Celebrate Today Workshop Your Way kit or the paper packet. And so there were 3 words that said moments like this, those black blocked words. I really liked that. And then there was a pink heart I really wanted to use. I pulled out the Picture My Life cards for the Celebrate Today, and I'm just kind of thumbing through those and trying to choose some that I could use either behind that photo as journaling cards or focal pieces. So again, I really liked that black block sentiment, moments like this. So I'm going to try to use it. And then this larger Picture My Life card, I put off to the left. I'm going to cut it here in a second, and then decided to use more black elements to bring in those black sentiments. So that Picture My Life card, I just want to cut out the sentiment and leave the flowers off the bottom. So I pulled out my rectangular stitched thin cuts and cut that off camera. And so that way that sentiment can go down there, and that's going to kind of be my title. I want a lot of white space on this layout. So I either wanted to do a scripted title, or I really liked that Picture My Life card. So I just decided to use it. Makes it real simple and easy if you're not having to stamp or cut out or do anything else. So I like how everything's going, so I'm just going to go ahead and adhere these down. My photo will be adhered using some adhesive foam sheets, and I just like to reinforce that adhesive side by adding more adhesive. And then I'm just going to start tucking all these flower elements behind that photo. And what makes it good is I was able to use some of the edge of those flowers that I cut from that 12 by 12 sheet, and the straight edge I can tuck behind the photo, and you'd never know. I've pulled out my circle thin cut 3D foam adhesive for those flowers. It's just real simple because they're already in the shape of a circle, and so they go on those flowers real easily. And then just to add to some dimension. I did, that yellow flower in the center is probably one of the truest cut flowers, meaning there's not a whole lot of overlay of other flowers like all the other ones have. And so I really wanted to use it. And so now I'm just going to start adhering those down. Some I'm going to use my tape runner, and then others I'm going to use some liquid Tombow adhesive for those pieces that have little bitty taped areas. And I love these vellum black leaves. Even though they're black, because they're vellum, it's just kind of a soft black. I just really, really loved them. Wish I could use more of them. And then I just used 3D foam adhesive on the leaves of that yellow flower, and then just left the yellow part of the flower without adhesive. And so now I'm going to try to embellish a little bit. I really wanted to use that heart. I just couldn't find anywhere to do it. So I'm going to pull out some, well, I guess I'm going to adhere this flower down first. And now I'm going to pull out some black enamel dots. Oh no, I guess I'm going to do some journaling lines first. So I pulled out my T-ruler and a pencil. On this particular layout, once I do my journaling, I'm going to erase the lines. If you're a follower of mine, sometimes I actually leave the lines and I use a journaling pen, but on this one, I decided to use pencil. So here I'm going to pull out the black enamel dots, and each center of the flower is going to get one. The good thing about these enamel dots is they come in 3 sizes, and so it's perfect for these flowers because some of them have larger centers than the others. And so I'm just using my micro tip scissors. I also like to use my paper piercer to get them off the carrier sheet and then adhere them to my layout or my card. For the center of that yellow flower, I really wanted to use a heart. So I pulled out the Craft On rubber shapes, and there's a heart in there. So I'm just going to use liquid Tombow adhesive and adhere that down and make sure it's really good and secure. That rubber kind of doesn't like to stick to much. And then I'm going to take my journaling pen and just add a freehand line all the way around the edge of this layout. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. And please consider subscribing and signing up for notifications so you'll know the next time I post a video. Thanks. Have a good day.